Hello, my name is Ashley Pritchard, and the topic of my presentation is teaching literacy and numeracy through media and technology. Here is an overview of my presentation contents. The context I will be focusing on is Year 5 and 6 in an urban school setting. First, onto theoretical underpinnings. John Dewey, Maria Montessori, and Jean Piaget are three of the main theorists who have developed and defined the idea of constructivism. They believe that learning and knowledge acquisition is achieved through individual construction, not passive reception of information. They suggest that children are active participants who self-direct their own learning. The learner's own experiences are at the heart of constructivism. Therefore, these theorists believe that learning in real-world context is the most effective. Constructivist class environments are democratic in nature, largely emphasizing shared responsibility, which gives students the opportunity to engage and evaluate the education they are undertaking. And constructivism is a relatively new learning theory that was created by George Simons and Stephen Downes. Connectivism is a framework for understanding learning in the digital age. This theory helps navigate through recent and rapid developments in accessibility to information and technology, while building on older theories such as constructivism without disregarding their ideologies and main concepts. Advancements in technologies have enabled learners to connect to one another and to knowledge networks. Learning is considered as a knowledge creation process, similar to constructivism, which is cyclical in nature. Now, why should you use media and technology? One of the reasons to use media and technology in the classroom is due to the changes to the contemporary world we live in. Being able to use technology is central to being a full and active participant in today's global community. Like Winch in 2014 says, technology has made the previously impossible possible. Secondly, there is a new generation of learners in the 21st century. Children of this generation have grown up immersed and engaged in technology. They are what we could call digital natives, according to Northcote in 2011. Merely pencil and paper practices are no longer adequate. The third reason for using media and technology as an alternative approach is the development of multiliteracies. If we want students to engage in learning, educators must provide opportunities for multiple means of expression and connect learning to the technological world of young people, Gobby 2017 suggests. Hence, why multiliteracies education is prevalent in today's education. It acknowledges the variety of multimodal practices in education, according to Foreman in 2017. Moving on to strengths of media and technology. Disengagement is common in students who feel like activities are of no relevance to their lives and diverse backgrounds, says Coral in 2019. Technology supports engagement and participation because it makes the learning activities relevant to student lives. As most children play on devices at home, media and technology is a large part of their lives, so using it in class is a familiar concept to them, which in turn contributes to their engagement, according to Northcote in 2011. Technological devices are very beneficial for providing children with opportunities for multiple modes of learning. iPads, for example, are a great instance of multiple modes of learning, as they can be used for inside activities or outside activities, which provides an opportunity for children to engage in outdoor learning, says McLaurin in 2015. Another strength of this approach is the endless access to information. The internet provides instant accessibility to an abundance of information and tools just at one touch and one search, so that's really a big strength. And here's a picture which kind of demonstrates what the access we have just from a laptop. It's like a galaxy of information that's just available if we just look. Now on to how technology supports diverse learners in literacy. The changes that are occurring in our world call for a reconsideration on how literacy is taught, Calancis in 2016 says. It is no longer appropriate for literacy to have a pen and paper focus. When children are surrounded by information in varied forms, they live in a digital world and regularly access information and text through technology. Individuals engage in literacy practices when they apply their knowledge and skills to accomplish tasks in purposeful and socially recognised ways. These knowledge and skills students have are largely technology-based. Sorry about that. A media and technological approach supports diverse learners in literacy learning in many ways. It allows students to make meaning of texts that are multimodal. It provides alternative ways to learn how to read and write through a range of settings, such as through technology, children can use the audio and the visual aspects to record themselves speaking, and with the playback setting of recordings and videos, children can watch themselves and get instant feedback about their reading and their speaking, and this can further develop their literacy and writing skills. And lastly, media and technology make learning of language, vocabulary, reading and writing much more fun and interactive. Here are some examples of digital literacy applications that have been used for assisting students with literacy learning. First is Book Creator, which is an app that enables students to create ebooks. Second is Puppet Pals, which is an effective app when learning about creating narrative text. And last is iMovie, which is an app where students can create movies using videos, photos, music, and voice recordings. All of these apps are great for incorporating place-based pedagogy and giving students a chance to express themselves and their cultural background within their work at school. Also, the camera app in general is great because it allows students to record themselves practicing speaking and play it back to themselves, like said earlier. Which is also it's great for learners who have English as a second language or just low capabilities in oral speech, because this is a way for them to practice their speaking, but without the embarrassment or shame of making mistakes. Next is how technology and media support diverse learners in numeracy. To facilitate the learning of mathematical concepts of diverse learners in primary school, many teachers use media and technology to support their teaching. Digital cameras, for example, are used as a tool to record, share, and extend learning experiences when students learn new numeracy concepts. As well as making numeracy lessons interactive, using media and technology when teaching can aid student understanding unfamiliar concepts. Here are some examples of applications that can be used to help children with numeracy concepts when they need scaffolding to reach a concept that they cannot understand on their own. Math Rocks is an application where students can work on their multiplication facts through songs that are catchy, and then they have a quiz. Photo Math is an application where students take a photo of a problem and the app will take them through step by step what calculations to do or what numbers to multiply, etc. Last is Number Rock. Similar to the first application, this is a song-based app where numeracy concepts are explained in a catchy song. For limitations today, although there are many benefits of technology in the classroom, it is not without its consequences and limitations. One limitation is access. Although most children in urban school settings would have some access to technology, many don't when they're at home due to economic status. So to buy an iPad or a computer may not be an option for some parents. This not being able to afford things gives some students a feeling of exclusion, and it creates a divide between them and their peers. Lastly is personal philosophy. This alternative approach aligns with my personal philosophy as I believe children are architects of their own learning, and if we want them to be engaged in their learning, it needs to be relevant to their lives and include aspects of their life outside of school. As technology is a huge part of most children's lives, using media and technology in the class supports this idea and belief. Thank you for listening to my presentation.